It's the 18th, bro. I was just recording. Got my Santa Claus cup of coffee. You see him?
Ho, ho, ho.
You see bro's brown skin? I don't even believe in Santa Claus. We believe in brown skin people. Talk to him. This is what it looks like. Ooh, you see the coffee making my shit 100% pure. Get this from Sprouts. Roll up a little baby spliff. Get some leaf like this. I crunch it, and then I throw that into my joint. I roll that up with my tree. What the fuck? Now we can get this wake and bake beginning. What did I do earlier? I've been reading The Godfather. Very good book. Ooh. It's Be Pollen coffee, no joke. Also, a little side note, if y'all get the chance, y'all should definitely have a scale. Like if you really about this shit, y'all should really have a scale, because not only do you save, like you don't want to be stingy with your tree because you're trying to feel good, but like when you can measure this shit out and you're like, yeah, that's that much, it actually saves a lot. I try to roll .35s. Right now I'm doing a .48 with just it's the wake and bake. I'm trying to make it stretch a little bit through my morning. It's the best thing I bought. It helps me save a lot. This is a tip. This shit costs like $10 on Amazon. So let's see if this works. I do that. Let me see that. Okay. That's good. That's perfect. Well, now I got iPhone lighting. You see this beauty right here tucked in. You want that shit out of the camera? Cause I got the lights on. Look at this big baby. Look at this big baby. Look at this big infant. You got something to say? Right there. Say hi to them. Look. Say hi to them. Right here. Look. Look. Yeah. He just likes getting baby. He's the size of a horse, but he just likes getting baby. It's okay. Oh, the big baby. Get off my lap. Big baby. Alright, anyways. I gotta wash my hands, bro. Move. You stink. It's a good morning. Oh, with the coffee. Got the coffee. He got the coffee. It got bee pollen in it, and he got the coffee. Got bee pollen in it. Do you got bee pollen? Cheers. Cheers. I'm gonna figure out a way to come on here and do what I do the best. You know what I mean? Because I really do love coming on here talking to y'all. It just feels like I'm trying to make who I am. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make and establish myself. I'm trying to make and establish myself amongst this community and amongst, I mean, really with myself, because I love getting faded with y'all. I love doing, you know, showing y'all what the deal is. I also love creating other things. Like I love my music. I love to make my shows. I love to write my scripts up. So I'm trying to find a very healthy balance, because I really do want to come out here and talk to you guys and have that good time with you and talk to y'all. And I feel like this makes me happy. You know what I mean? So it's about finding a good balance of the things that make you happy, even though parts of it does make you a bit flustered or can make me flustered, like editing or, man, that coffee got my stomach going. Cheers. Ooh, that's like, that coffee tastes very healthy. When I eat healthy things, because I be like, bro, that's, you know what I mean? You got to be like, that's healthy. It tastes healthy. Because like, I mean, hopefully I don't put in, it's like, it won't get a, it don't get a negative, that nigga faded. A negative connotation. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to give it a negative connotation. I'm eating healthy, so like I don't want it to be like, oh my god. Because what do you expect when you go from eating fucking overly flavored and processed shit? And I don't mean that like, oh, I'm better than you. You eat Whoppers. I fucked up a pack of. It was bad for me and messes with me, gives me bloated. This crazy stuff. So what did I go do? I went and bought some Whoppers.
The other
About
day.
some. Stop. What I'm trying to tell you is that that shit got flavor in it. That McDonald's burger got flavor in it, and that Outback Steakhouse steak got flavor in on it. If things taste healthy, it's really on you. For one, you can cook something a multitude of ways. But for two, the reason that other foods you're having, or that shake, or that burger, or that steak, or whatever it is that you're having tastes better, is because they are cooking it. Like there was this thing, and I remember when I was a kid, I learned about it. I was probably like 14. I learned about how you could go to McDonald's and find that half of the shit has sugar in it. Like, why is there sugar in my cheeseburger? When you think about what these things do and if they're beneficial or not. I said all that just to say my coffee tastes healthy. I got bee pollen and black coffee. I didn't put creamer in that joint. I didn't put sugar in that joint. I didn't fucking, you know what I mean? I literally just put black coffee with some bee pollen. And bee pollen has a flavor to it. It tastes like bee pollen. It tastes like how it smells. If you've ever like touched something that was very well pollinated. Like if you ever smell something well pollinated. If y'all don't want to hear about this stuff, that's fine. I support an organic lifestyle. Like, talk to me. It just makes sense that if you gave your body better things, it would do better, right? I don't know about y'all, but I have strayed from it. But like I said, I fucked up some Whoppers not that long ago. You know what I mean? So don't look at me like I am some angel, because I'm not. I make mistakes too. But what I do know is that I did stray from that lifestyle for a bit. And I do feel like something in me, and I know how I felt then and how I feel now. And I know that making the harder shit your life means that it's only hard for a little bit. I feel like people describe this hardness of life like it's just absolutely hard. Like once you're there, but we forget, like, riding a bike was hard for me at one point. We should be trying to benefit ourselves and do the things that are harder, because just like it is right now to speak to you guys, stuff becomes easier. And I mean, I know that. You know that. Like, I'm sitting here getting high as hell. I still know that. You know what I mean? And it's not like some people forget because they get high. I don't. I'm sitting here faded. Y'all too. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, I've always felt better when I did the stuff that required more of me. Because when things require more of you, aren't you putting more into the things you do? When you're doing things that allow you to coast by on whatever, what are we doing? So, it took me realizing what I just said. And I also know that I love myself. And I don't want to spend my days saying, what if? And who cares, bro? I get faded while I do that shit. I don't care about none of that shit. People are going to be like, oh my God, smoking weed is so bad. Oh my God. Yeah. But you always got to remember, on the other side of that, it's usually with more information. Drinking coffee is bad for you when you do it right out of bed all the time. Smoking weed is bad for you when you use it as a crutch and you say, I can't do this because I was faded. So I no longer plan to do stuff that feels like it has no thought behind it. I feel like being here with you guys makes me a little more thoughtful. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for lighting up with me today on this beautiful talk. Just had to come talk to y'all. I want you guys to know that even though we're faded right now, you can do whatever you fucking want to do. It's crazy. Excuse my language, those who are listening. You can do whatever you want to do. You can literally get high right now. We can get high right now, and then we can get tired in an hour, right? And then we can say, I don't want to do shit. Or we can fight. The same way you fight somebody for something you want, we can fight that voice that says sit down, that voice that says lay down, that voice that says don't do shit. Fight that shit. I'm gonna find a way for all of us. There has to be a way that we can all make some bread. You know what I mean? There's a way that we can all overcome this shit. And I keep hearing that this is the answer, just committing to whatever you want to do. So I'm committed to my art, and I hope that this is the day one. Maybe you guys can think about something you guys are committed to, and we can just make this world a better place. So I want y'all to know that I'm faded. I'm faded. You know what you doing? You know what you making. So I'm faded. So I'm faded. What we doing? We making. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of your morning. You can see it's still dark outside. Like you don't see light in here because it's dark outside. It's still, let me see what time. 7 a.m. on this beautiful March 18th. 7 a.m. I've been up since 3 o'clock, like I said, been knocking stuff off. Got the place cleaned. And the day still ain't even started. I still ain't even heard the birds chirp. And I'm trying to keep this going. I'm gonna keep it going, you know? So, if I can do this, we can grind together, because we're humans, right? And I've heard stories about people doing some crazy ass shit. Like they do some, excuse my language, they do some crazy stuff. They really do. They do some crazy activities. They throw themselves off ledges and survive. They freaking lifting up cars, old ladies lifting up lawnmowers. I'm talking factually. This is stuff that's happened in history. So I do feel like, what are you capable of? And if you like, it just makes me so frustrated. Like if you really wanted to do something, like if you really want to do something, why are you not doing it? Like let's say this really is it. Why are we not doing that shit? Why not work hardest towards your dream? Because you might even get there and be like, oh my gosh, this is something else. I used to want to be a neurologist. I used to want to be a neurologist, a neuroscientist. I used to want to study people's brains until I realized I don't care about that shit. But I didn't know I didn't care about it until I was in the classes pursuing my dream. And I realized I loved art and music. I realized I loved music at like 18. And I told my family that too. But I've been making content since I was like 17. I've been doing this shit. I had to go through the neurologist stuff, and I had a bunch of stuff happen in my life that made me realize that's not what I wanted to do. So I guess what I'm saying is that if you got a dream right now, just pursue that shit. You can level that shit up. I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through this shit where I thought that was my dream. If you don't ever break through that shit, people think it's falling. But it's never falling when you're pursuing your dream. So like if you're really frustrated as fuck at the world, or you're feeling like something, you can control you. And that's it. If there's anything you remember from this fine talk we had when we got faded, you control you. That's it. So what are you doing? I was sitting on my ass. Now I'm drinking Bee Pollen coffee because we back at it. This shit's black. No sweetener, no creamer. And my mug is brown. Alright, well, it's always nice to chat with y'all. And get faded. Let's get to it.